Hi guys, I'm MightyBalls and welcome to the third and final part on the Stug 4 missions, the medium missions to be exact, on how to do them with honours part 3, the final version. I've gone through 10 of them so far, all the missions with honours, showed you how to do them, showed you the best way, told you about keep it as low as possible regarding the missions unless you have high alpha damage ones where you need to go in a higher tank just to get the damage. So without ado, let's go over to the 11th mission. So let's take a look at the requirements. Cause damage to an enemy vehicle by ramming it and then win the battle. Well, that's pretty simple, straightforward. You just need to simply ram a vehicle and win the battle. Now don't go just YOLOing into the middle, ram someone and hope you win the game, because chances are you'll end up losing because you've been detrimental to your team. So I would suggest literally go out, play your game as normal, do your best, try and win the game that way, and then right at the end of the game try for the ram. It might take you 1 or 2 attempts to do it because your team might suck out or you might have a bad game, but at least that way you're doing well for your team, you're having a good game, you're enjoying it, and you're qualifying for your missions. So I've decided I'm going to go by that reason. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to try and win the game by being the best I can do, and then at the end of the game, if I can, I'll try and ram a vehicle. So I've headed up north, hoping to spot some people across there. I'm going to go quite aggressive here, and I'm going to go straight over to their island, purely because if I go over to there, they generally don't rush us, causing us issues, and I'm dictating the pace of the game. So I'm making sure I'm not going to get shot at here. So I poke out gently, see there's no one there, and then I push across, keeping an eye on there in case someone gets spotted. So now I'm going to progress and I spot a T-25. See, now we're dictating the pace of the engagement here, because we're making them fall back rather than us having to fall back and them dictating to us our gameplay. So I'm going to be a bit aggressive here, I'm going to push forward. I was trying to keep myself between me and the rock, him and the rock, but unfortunately I wasn't quick enough and I had to take another shot. But result achieved, we've now won that side, which is a huge side to win, and now we've got some nice free shots at the VK3601H, as you can see. So unlucky for him, he doesn't even know where he's getting shot from and he just takes a beating for the fun of it. So right now the team's looking good, 5-3, I'm doing my job, 6-3, it's just turned, doing my job, I'm doing the best I can for the team. It looks like we're going to win this, even though it's gone to 6-4, but a couple of theirs are on low health. So it's just a matter of now seizing my opportunity to try and ram a tank. I see this guy, I just want to kill him, there's no way I'm going to ram him, and my Cromwell gun lets me down. As you notice, I'm in my Cromwell again, as you've seen for most of the missions. And that is because, as I keep telling you, keep the missions to the lowest possible tank grade you can do, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, etc. The reason for that, it is easier. The caliber of player aren't as good lower down the tiers, so you do end up having it a lot easier. So I see myself a KV-1S and put a couple into him and finish him off. So now I'm just going to peek over here and have a look who's around and see if I can assist my team. I know that Artie's going to be around G1. That's my best opportunity to ram a tank. So I'm going to try and make my way up there. In that time, I'm going to take a few little pop shots and hope we can kill my team nice and easily. Seeing the VK3001P, I put in a couple of shots before he ends up going behind the hill. I then wait just to finish him off, and my Cromwell gun does it again, but luckily my team plays well and finishes him off. Now this is it, this is my opportunity. I've got 3 tanks left, both of them are all of them are rammable. The SU, I'll let my team have him, I'm not even focused on him, there's no way I'm going to be able to ram him, so I'm going to Artie. I know that Artie probably hasn't moved from that spot, so I'll come over the hill, He spots me, he shoots, he misses. I shoot him and I ram and kill him. Now at that point, I'm jumping for joy. Mission complete. All we have to do is win the game. Just a little recap. We have to ram a tank and win the battle to get this secondary condition, which we did. We started off with a low tier tank, a tier 6 Cromwell B premium. The reason for this is the fact that the lower tiers you are, the easier the missions are regarding missions like this. So I picked my Cromwell B. I played my own game. I didn't go for the ram at first purely because I wanted to win the game. So I didn't go flying in acting like an idiot, just ram someone and hope we win. I did my best for the team. Near the end of the game I took my opportunity, saw the RT, I shot him first and then rammed him, just in case I rammed him and killed myself. So I did that. We won the game and the mission was completed with honours. So let's go over to the 12th mission. So the mission requirements are: set an enemy tank on fire, be among the top 5 players on your team by experience earned for this secondary condition. Easy enough. I'm back on this map. It seems to be most of my maps I play for the medium tank missions seem to be on Sand River, which is fine by me. It's encounter, so I know that half the battle is going to be faced in the north and half's going to be faced in the south. That's perfect for me. My heavies are going to where the heavies normally go, which is again perfect for me. I'm going to go up here, I'm going to play aggressive, I'm going to go straight across to the other side purely because I want to dictate how the game is played rather than them poking that edge and then it's a game of pokey pokey. We'll see what we do. So I stand here for a second just in case there's a couple of really fast mediums to go there, i.e. the Cromwells. I see nothing going there, so I then advance, seeing that my heavies have spotted a KV-1S, which is quite nice for me, and we know that the M4 A3 E8, or E8 for short, is or was going to go this way. So I'm going up here just to see if there's any other mediums. I didn't see anything through proxying, so now my attention is turning to the KV-1. So this mission is pure RNG, basically randomness. You can reduce the randomness by shooting fuel tanks. Most fuel tanks are located on the side or rear of a vehicle. So when you've got this mission, the incinerator, you need to try and hit the side, the rear of the side generally of most tanks, and hope you set a tank on fire. I spot a Cromwell again. I'm aiming for the side to the rear. Didn't set him on fire, but this mission is RNG based, as I said a minute ago. I see a E8 is rear, but unfortunately it was a one shot, so I weren't going to do anything there. I put a shot into the side rear. As you can see, I'm trying to make it so I'm reducing the RNG. Unfortunately most of these tanks are too low a health. You need to normally put 2 or 3 shots into the rear of a tank for it to happen. So again, into the side rear, that one's into the side, and I'm not going to risk it, so I'm just going to pull forward. And now that's 2-0. At this point I feel confident I'm going to finish in the top 5. I've got 1220 damage, 2 kills. I'm doing well for the team. I'm getting some spots in. I spot myself a Stug. I try and track him. That didn't work unfortunately, so I go for the side. I can see the KV-1 in front of me, but this is my prime target, and then I'm going to try and use this tank I've just destroyed for a bit of defence. He breaks my gun, not a problem. Now again, I'm aiming at the side to the rear, trying to reduce the RNG. I shoot him the 3rd time. I'm hoping the 4th one will do it, and voila, mission done. So again, a little recap. Basically for the 12th mission you have to set a tank on fire. Now this mission is generally RNG based, random, so you can do your best to reduce the randomness of the event, but in general it's still a random event. Just keep playing until eventually set a tank on fire. I reduce that by aiming from the middle to the rear on the side of each tank, because that's generally where especially on the Russians, is where their fuel tanks are. So if you notice on most of them I was shooting on the rear to the side, making sure I'm reducing my RNG chance. And as you saw, it takes 2 or 3 shots generally to set a tank on fire, and with that KV1 I shot him 4 times and eventually set him on fire. I finished first in the game, even though I didn't show you the results afterwards. But at the end of this process, I will show you all my missions done with honours, just to prove I have done it. So let's go over to the 13th mission. Let's take a look at the requirements. Cause at least 3000 HP of damage to enemy vehicles. Damage caused by the platoon mates count. Can be completed either on your own as part of the platoon, and the secondary is personally be among the top 5 on your team and the enemy team. That's simple enough. We're on airfield. I'm going to go over to the normal medium position, which is around E7, and I'm just going to try and pot shot a few at the middle and the odd heavy tank that tries to bully us. So I'm in my Object 907. This is a high damage game, 3000 plus, and as I'm not doing it in a platoon, I've decided I'm going to go for my Object 907 and get 3000 damage on myself and come in the top 5. It's simple, by experience that is. So I've gone off here. A T10 is automatically spotted. I haven't got 6th sense, so I don't know if I'm spotted. I put in 1 little shot. I put in a second. And a third just to make sure, but I don't think that penned, to be honest. So I've done 700 damage already, 2300 more, and I should be set because I should be in the top 5 with 3k damage. So I'm looking to maybe take a shot at the T54 lightweight. He's not around. This mission, shall I say, is basically do as much damage as you can possibly do. So be aggressive. You need to spot your own target, so basically everyone inside your view range. That way you get more experience for your kills or shots to help you get into the top 5 and to do 3000 damage. Now granted, there's a lot of you who will say, oh, 3000 damage, that's a lot of damage. Now just keep playing until you do get it. Simple. I see the VK4502B. I take a shot, it bounces. I take a second shot, I pen. Unfortunately, for some reason, he seems to be too quick for my gun. But anyway, I'm keeping around here. I don't want to get whacked by anyone soon. The best thing to do with this type of mission is keep your health. At the end of the game, use your health to your advantage and to bully tanks. So at this point, I'm feeling confident I'm going to do it. I've got 1000 damage. I've played an okay part in the middle, trying to keep those heavy tanks away from my mediums in the middle. Might not be great, but it's there. I somehow bounce on a 1375, and now a Lorraine spots me. He fires, he misses luckily. I put in a shot, he gets absolutely wrecked from my team. I put in a final shot to take him down. 1474 damage, so I'm halfway there, guys, to my mission. I try and use this hill to try and get elevation, but unfortunately it did not work. So now my guys on the hill look like they've done that position, so I take a quick look around here, see if I can help. It's a bit crowded down there, so I don't want to cause havoc to my team by putting my tank there as well. I see a VK4502B. I put a shot into him, he starts pulling back, and I'll put in another shot to finish him off. Or well, I should have, but it missed. I did it that time though. Now I'm 2/3 of the way there. I've got 2 kills. I'm quite confident I'll finish in the top 5. I just need to get 1000 more damage. I'm gonna now put my attention to the heavy tanks. I can see that my heavy tanks aren't progressing fast enough, so I've decided I'm going to go and try and help them. So now we know that there's a 183 down there, which is why my team probably haven't progressed round. There's a T54 lightweight, T54E1 and a T54 lightweight. So I focus on the E75, pull back, getting my tank trapped on the lovely pixels there, and I pull round, keeping my tank safe. As you can see, I've got 2,000 hit points. I've got all my hit points left. All I've got to do is dish out 700. I can now bully teams. I goad this tank into taking a shot so I can go back up, so I can help my team, and he pulls back, so he's obviously out of ammo. So I spot the T10, I shoot, it bounced. I was positive that was going to do. I even started driving back. I was that positive I was going to penetrate there. So I aim, I shoot, and again it must have bounced because no kill. So my focus now is that AMX 50B. I'm just going to go and harass him. I know that he's loading, he's pulling back, he's running away, he's retreating like a big baby. So I'm going to forget about him on there. He's not worth my time. He hasn't got enough. I put in a snapshot. Unfortunately, the ridge made me aim low. I pull round. I put one shot in. I pull back round. I put another shot in. That was a really bad auto aim there. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm letting him do that. I try and track him. I track him. And now all I've got to do is one more shot to finish him off. And I bounce, but my team get it. But I've done my mission, guys. I've got my 3,000 damage, which was planned, and with that I came in the top 5 on experience earned. Another recap, basically you got to do 3,000 damage on yourself or part of a platoon. Damage from the platoon also count towards the damage of the actual mission. You've got to personally come in the top 5 on experience earned in your team. So basically play well, get 3k damage, or play mediocre, hope you get in the top 5 and play in a platoon, and your mission is complete with honours. Let's go over to the 14th mission. Destroy at least 3 enemy vehicles. Enemy vehicles destroyed by your platoon mates count towards the total. Can be completed by yourself or as a platoon. Secondary is cause at least 1,500 damage. Damage by the platoon mates also count towards the mission. So I'm in my Cromwell B. Low as possible as you can. You can either do this with a platoon, which is easier, or without. I've chosen without. I'm going to go straight over to the medium route. I've got to do 1,500 damage and 3 kills to do it. I do not need to survive and I do not need to win. So this is simple. I'm going to be quite aggressive. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get 3 kills, 1,500 damage, mission done. So I'm doing what I always do on this. Go down the medium route. I'm going to try and defend this flank as much as possible because this is a necessity in this map. So I spotted Cromwell B, I put a shot in. That was a really poor shot. I shot miles too late, but I wanted that extra little bit of time to try and aim fully. So this Cromwell B has followed me. He's gone ahead. He's been very aggressive also. He's a decent player. He's got a 2034 WN8 and he spots the JPZ4 I think it's called, and also the M5 Stuart's been spotted. So I'm going to stay here because I can keep other tanks from flanking him. The Stuart comes over, I put in another poor shot and he gets taken out. Now I know I've got to progress forward or else this guy's going to get rushed, so I push forward hoping I can get this Cromwell out of our way. I put in another poor shot. Again, my gun is, and my ability to shoot tanks is very poor at the moment. I'm going to keep around here. I put a shot into Cromwell. That time it misses again. Sorry, not mists. Bad English, I'll say. So I see a Churchill. I also see a PZ4S. I put in 1 shot, I miss. I put in 2 shots. I finally pen. I get a bit greedy. And I shouldn't have waited there, knowing the Churchill fires every second. I take a couple of shots and I get down. Now I'm a bit dubious. I've taken nearly a quarter of my health. I see the PZ put in another shot. Now I've done 275 towards the 1,500. So I'm getting closer slowly. I spot myself a lovely VK30 01H. I put in one shot, penetrates. My second shot doesn't, unfortunately. Now this starting to look a bit crowded. We've got a T67 decided to have come and help, and the Churchill decides to put another one into me, but I decide to stay there and put one into the VK3001H. They really need to shorten these names a little bit, guys. I put in another shot. I stay there because I really need that kill. Unfortunately, someone else kills him. And I see the PZ again. I put in one shot. I go back down. And there's my first kill. I've done 920 damage. I take another shot from the T67 who was below me. How he got that shot, I don't know. I didn't think I was that far over the hill. So my attention is going to go towards this T67 now. So I'm just looking around to make sure that my team have got my back. I'm not too sure if they have. And I'm a bit wary of that Churchill, but I realise that Churchill is now on the other side. So I've decided to go over to try and goad this guy into trying to shoot me so I can put in 2 shots into him. He doesn't, so I shoot him anyway. I pop back over, I take a shot. He shoots, so I know I've got enough time to kill him. So that's 2 kills. 1364 damage, so I only need 136 more damage and 1 kill, and I've completed the mission with honours. So I'm going to go over to this TD. If I can't spot him, I'll just get the rear of this Churchill 3. So I've loaded gold purely because it's a Churchill. Them slightly angled and I will bounce. So I see one, I put in a shot, it bounces, see what I mean? Even with gold. So I put in a shot trying to track him. Another shot. Now I've tracked him that time. I'm slightly short of my hit points. I finally get it. I get 1609. So all I've got to do is finish him off. I put in one more shot. He's down to a 1 shot, and I finish him off. That's my mission with honours, guys. So another little recap. MT14, mission 14, is basically 3 kills, 1,500 damage, and your platoon mates can, if you're in a platoon, can contribute towards that. Simple as that. Just go out, do 3 kills, 1,500 damage, either you or a platoon, or as a platoon, and you've done the mission with honours. So let's go over to the final 15th mission, guys. So okay, destroy at least 2 enemy tank destroyers, and the secondary is survive the battle. What can you say? Kill 2 TDs and survive. So I'm going to rush the middle. Get the middle, because if I get the middle, I've got the chance of getting the camping TDs at the back. So I'm in my Cromwell, my tier 6 British tank. I've kept it low again, as I say to you, the lower the tier, the easier it is. So I'm off to the middle. I'm hoping I don't see a million tanks. I don't, I only see a lovely little light tank. I put in a shot, I missed by a mile. I wait around, I put in another shot, and he gets taken out. Now we've got a couple of aggressive T43s here and a T34, sorry. They put a shot into me and they start pulling back. I'm not gonna harass them, guys. There's 2 of them. I'm on half my health nearly. I'm not gonna bother facing them. So yes, I'm a tier 6 and a tier 7 matchup. Is that hard? Not in a Cromwell. Cromwell's absolutely amazing. I take a shot from the IS, put a shot into the T3485, not expecting to get that second shot from the IS, to be honest. So I pull back. I've put myself in a real tricky position on surviving the battle by putting myself down to just a 1 shot for just about every single tank in this game. So now I need to be extra careful on not to get killed. I'm going to have to help in the middle as well, because these tanks are pushing us. So I put 1 shot into T67 now. I've got to try and kill this tank. How that missed, I do not know. I'm going to push around. This is one of my TDs I need for my mission, so I'm pushing quite aggressive to try and get it. I put a shot in and take him out. Now I see myself a KV3. Now that's a bit of a monster tank for myself to see, but I'm going to stay around here and try and take him out because I know he's a threat. I'm waiting for the Tiger one to take his attention so I can start shooting him. I've loaded gold because I will not penetrate him without it. Putting to a shot into the flat plate, shot into the side of the turret, a shot again into the side of the turret and finish him off. So 7-2, 7-3. This game is looking juicy indeed. So now my focus is TDs. It looks like we're going to win. I'm going to stay up here and try and survive. I spot myself a lovely SU-85. I pull up, I take in one shot. I'm still firing APCR purely because I want this mission done. I don't really need it, to be fair. It's costing me more, but I was just guaranteeing it. I get spotted, so I'll make myself safe again. I know there's RT, and I know it can be painful for me. Now I know where the second and third TDs are. I spot one, I put a shot in, and I keep on firing because I know he's there. I'm just going to try and spot him again. I don't spot him, so I just wait. I pull back because I'm spotted again. I don't want to get hit. I'm a one shot for literally every single tank on this game. And RT, if that even farts in my direction, I'm dead. So now I've decided I'm just going to go off, try and harass this tiger. Because at the end of the day, this tiger is needed to die so I can win. So he's behind the hill. I'm going to position myself so if he pulls out, which he will do, I know he will do, I can take his side. So I put one shot in, pull forward, put a second shot in and then get back in. I need to survive, and I won't do that if I'm doing stupid plays. So I've done my mission, my primary mission. I've killed 2 TDs. I killed an SU-85 and a T-67. I keep getting spotted there by the tiger. I don't know how, to be fair. And my mission now is to kill those in the background so my team aren't getting shot in the middle and we don't end up losing the middle. So I finally spot the SU-100. I put a shot into him and kill him. And I pull back because I'm spotted again. So I'm just trying to make it so I'm out positioning the opposition. I know that now that the tiger's probably going to go and flank round purely because I was last spotted at the front, so I know that I can get round and try and kill him. So I position myself back at the rock again. I knew the tiger was going to be there. I put in one shot, 2 shots, I get down. He shoots, which is great for me. I can't get the gun depression, so I then try and get myself unspotted, but for some reason I was spotted again as I was pulling away. So I'm going to try and pretend I'm going back the other way and then hopefully get this guy from the rear. So I'm pushing, I spot him, I put one final shot into him and kill him. So now that all that's left is the T-43 and the Crusader. And there's 3 of us. This has been quite a tough match. I've had 1900 damage, 5 kills. I pretty much carried this single-handedly this game. How? I don't know, because at the beginning of the game it looked like it was a dead and buried game. But I carried on regardless to try and get the win. So I see myself the T-43. I know he's going to pull out. I put in one shot. I put in a second shot. I try and track him, but unfortunately it doesn't track him. And he pulls back in. But I managed just to creep his shot in as he pulls back in. But unfortunately it didn't penetrate him. So I have a quick look to see if I can get RT. I can't. Now I need to be careful when I'm coming down here. Purely because that could be enough to kill me. It nearly does. It hits me for 109 and luckily I stay alive. I see myself the T-43. I put a shot in and that wins us the game. Let's recap for the very last time. It's the 15th mission. You've basically only got to kill 2 tank destroyers and survive the battle. There's nothing left to say. Just literally go out there, kill 2 tank destroyers and survive the battle. So just to prove to you guys that I've actually done all the missions with honours, here it is. Take a look. So if this video helped you out or you enjoyed watching it, please like and subscribe. It'll help my channel, help my video and help me. Thank you very much.